Well, good morning. Today is March 3rd, 2022, on my way into the day job, and I'm in that construction zone, so I'm going to stay a little focused here. But yesterday was able to get some extra work done for the primary day job, and as a result, I did not do any secondary work for after hours work. Instead, I stopped by to talk to Fabio in order to get an update on the parts that are at the machine shop, and there is no update. Ultimately, I know that just when they get there, they get there. I did call him out on the fact that it would take 2 weeks for him to put everything together. And he said, no, that's not true. As soon as we get it, we'll start putting it together. He's saying that because he's got Joey there in the shop right now, he's able to stay a little bit more focused and get things done and move things around, faster. So we'll see if that's a reality. I'm hoping it's a reality. Yesterday, I did manage to finish all of the financial stuff inside of Quicken, which now kind of raises a question as the money's piling up inside of our Acorns account. Just say until age 85, what is the amount of money that we have on a daily or monthly basis, say till age 85. So as the number in the Acorns account goes up, the amount of money per day will slowly increase as well. And then once we start doing some actual investing and whatnot, then that will increase even more rapidly. So I'm thinking that should be put into our Excel document as just another column in a mathematical formula. That's not a priority right now, but it's just something I'm going to throw into the wheelhouse of the to-do list. I'm currently still working on Chapter 1 as far as answering questions in the action items for each one of the different sections. And I got, I think, to the business section, and that's working out well. I tried to do it from home. The difficult part is I've got everything printed up at the office where I can just sit there and look at the document and do the questions, whereas from home, because I don't have all that stuff with me, I had to read, jump over, write down the question, and just keep on jumping back and forth, which was a little cumbersome. But did make some progress. Did manage to move the ball further down the path, and that's a good thing. And was able to spend some time with Erin and talk a little bit about what's going on in Ukraine. She doesn't quite know how to say the word Ukraine, but we'll work on that. It was just good to have some one-on-one time with her. Nana attempted to say hello to me yesterday, and I pretty much did not say anything to her. I just really have no desire to communicate, do things for people who are backstabbers. She definitely is not her mother, and if she wants me to do something for her in the future, I think I'm just going to throw it into Tracy's wheelhouse. So right now I'm still bitter about that. Eventually I may get over that, but not yet. So today the focus again will be to continue putting in a couple transactions for Quicken, and we will put in, I think, 3 days worth of stuff for the Facebook fan page and continue on the chapter inside of the Word document for the Once Invested document. These questions and these action items, I've bolded the questions and the action items, and I've highlighted the answers just to make it a little bit easier to separate that. If you run across this document somewhere in your life and you see this, you'll see what my answers were, and you can always either answer them yourself or save the document again and write over my answers, or create another line for your answer. Put your name in front of it, so that you can share that with all the other family members, etc. So last night I also did stop by over at Home Depot. I bought myself some weed killer, and I bought myself some a container, a sprayer, to make it easy to disperse the chemical over the front yard. I don't have time to pull the weeds, so it's just going to make it a lot easier. Usually the stuff that you buy on the shelf that comes with a little sprayer on there isn't satisfactory to my liking, so I don't know, I spent less than $30 on that. But if I can spray down the front yard and do that on a quarterly basis, say, then hopefully we'll be proactive instead of reactive, and be able to take care of those weeds. So as you can see, it's starting to get light out now, which means I'll be able to spend some more time on the yard and start to get that up. And probably once Tracy and Anna and Aaron are out of town visiting Kirsten and family out in Kansas, then I will probably be cleaning up the inside of the house. I'm just tired of living in filth. I'm tired of being around people that just drop and go, have no desire to keep their environment clean. I'm just tired of it. And I did talk with Tracy. I sent her some messages about Aaron being home alone, and just kind of raised some questions. Aaron doesn't know our phone numbers. She doesn't know our address. She doesn't know how to use the phone. What happens if the power goes out? Because then Wi-Fi goes out. She doesn't have cellular service on her tablet, so you have no lines of communication. Aaron wigs out over very small things instead of jumping into how can I solve this problem. And I just really don't need to traumatize the child if all of a sudden some event happens. What happens if somebody comes to the door? What happens if the dogs get out? What happens if somebody breaks in?